Some of the quests and instances definitely catch you off guard in this game, and I think as well he spoke about the traversal there a little bit and kind of where it's popped him back to. One of the biggest hurdles for a lot of people is just getting about this game. I feel like so many people realize there are no flying mounts at the beginning. There's not a massive amount of fast travel, so they just go, "Oh, I'm so tired of running from A to B or just walking about." Watching people go through the new player experience in Lord of the Rings Online is always so polarizing when you're on the other side of the fence and you've played it for a little while, because you know that the experience can either go from one extreme to the other. And I figured today I wanted to check out a video of a guy who actually made a first impressions video. This was back in 2021, hasn't played it since, and he's quite a big YouTuber. The guy's called The Lazy Peon, does a lot of MMO content. And I figured it'd be cool to sit back and kind of give my perspective and kind of see what he enjoyed, what he didn't enjoy so much. So hopefully if you guys enjoy this sort of thing, let me know down below, leave a like, subscribe, and let's get right into it. So for the benefit of pacing the video, I've just skipped the intro part of his video, which is purely just him talking about the game, when it was made, and then a little ad that he was sponsored by. So I feel like this is a good place to start off. This is, of course, the character customization and creation screen, and let's see how he fares and what he comes up with.
Online, let's see how this game's holding up in 2021. Choice between 7 different races. You've got the human, high elf, the dwarf.
He tends to play a lot of magical classes in a lot of his games, so I wonder if he'll go towards like a runekeeper or a lore master.
Classes, you've got the Beorning, burglar, captain, champion, guardian, hunter, lore master.
Well, that's actually like more classes when you think about it than
the warden.
You actually even consider that you've got day to day.
This game are gender locked. I think I want to be a little hobbit. I like the hobbit starting area, very nostalgic. Question is, what class?
I did not see that coming at all.
Cute class, isn't it?
Please don't go hobbit minstrel
on the back.
Please.
I like that. That's a healer class. I don't want to be that. It's been a while since I played a hunter class in an MMO, so we're going to go with the bow and arrow. I forgot to mention that some of these classes and races you actually have to pay money to unlock.
Yes, you do.
Like the Beorning class, for example, you need to pay to unlock.
Actually, I don't think the Beorning, when I first started playing Lord of the Rings Online, obviously I was later to the bandwagon, but I'm pretty sure the Beorning was free to play. I don't think I paid for the Beorning, but yes, he is right. There are some classes that categorically you do have to use LOTRO points to pay for and unlock.
Unlock that one. Same if you want to be a stout axe or a high elf or a rune keeper. These are paid races and classes. Select our origin for RP reasons. Depending on your origin, it changes up a few of these.
Honestly, just seeing the half-foot here is giving me like really painful flashbacks to Rings of Power, but let's not get into that now or else we'll be here forever.
Colour, eye colour and hair colour options. Let's see if it's possible to make a handsome hobbit. I'm not too sure if it's going to be possible, but we'll see. Oh my god. When I was a young boy. That looks alright.
That's exactly what I was thinking with that haircut,
He's a
actually.
Bit plump right now, isn't he?
That's a thick-ass boy!
Let's have a jacked hobbit.
He must have an editor, surely. Like he plays so many games, and they're always quite well edited.
Nice, we got the name Chobbit, and here we
go. That's what he's going with.
Once
wow.
I hit level 10, I unlock this thing called Monster Play, which I'm intrigued in checking out.
Okay, so Monster Play, I've played twice in my longevity of playing Lord of the Rings Online. Neither time did I have a particularly fruitful experience, but let's see if he fares any differently.
Later, let's begin the adventure. So we entered the world, we got a little bit of voice acting narrative.
Perhaps it is only the unseasonable chill or the great darkness of this particular...
I've never started as a hobbit.
Very good narrative,
not once.
Voice acting. So
never wanted to.
Their head is like a
I like the fantasy of a hobbit, but it's just not for me.
Chobbit. I do indeed. Open the satchel, grab ourselves some weapons, a stick bow and a knife. Oh, it's Frodo and Samwise. And we're gonna go questing with Frodo. Eye of Sauron has popped up in the top right.
I wonder if he's into the Lord of the Rings universe as a whole.
Nest. Lovely. Kill some spiders. Speaking of spiders, I saw my first giant spider in Thailand the other week. It was a huntsman.
I forgot he moved. Wow, okay, I did
quickly,
not need to see that.
Terrifying experience.
Holy shit, there was no warning there whatsoever.
How they'd love to live in fantasy worlds.
I forgot he moved out to
like
Thailand,
the Harry Potter universe or the Lord of the Rings universe. But if spiders this big really existed, would you? I don't know about that. What are these tall people doing here?
That's a good point, actually. If if you had the choice to live in a fantasy universe, but giant snakes, dragons, and spiders existed, would you do it? And if so, what universe would you want to live in? Like out of the fantasy universes that exist, what would you want to live in day to day? Because that's a really hard one to think about, actually.
Yeah, they're all getting knocked out. That's not cool. Pick on someone your own size. Oh, okay. Got one tapped, and we've awoken inside of a prison. Looks like the villagers are being massacred by the Black Rider.
Poor old Amdir. Amdir's about to take a dick in.
I love the sound effect from the horse. It's like a crazy ree type thing. Something like that. I'm looking forward to meeting Gandalf. This is a lot more cozy, isn't it? Feeling safe here. Equip the new jacket. Looking a little bit more regal. The jumping
Archet does feel very homely.
This hobbit can jump higher
Very,
than his
very
actual
homely.
height. Are there any other players around? Is this another player?
Holy shit, I didn't realise
Philad
hobbits
of
can jump
Rohan.
that high
I
in
think
this
he's another
game.
player. Right, can we just go in these random buildings? Open the door. Oh, we can. Oh, this is the inn. Can I do anything in the inn? I guess I could roleplay. Stare at this woman's chest. Mingle with the drunk
I mean,
locals. This person's
listen,
puked on.
I'm not going to judge how you spend your time. All I'm saying is that there's no DLC pack for that. Okay, this is all included. If you want to play that way, and you want to just be someone that sits in the tavern and spend your time doing that, then I can't say that's something I do. Obviously, that's not something I do, but they're there. That's why do you think people play this game?
On the table. Dirty bastard. So as a hunter, I can equip knives, swords. I could equip the hand axe if I wanted to. It seems like the dagger is the best choice to go with because it gives crit hit chance. Another player, Ridcombe. So I am seeing a few players in the starting area already. And off we go into the forest.
It's kind of crazy
since
playing on the legendary servers and seeing how many players are actually about to then look at some of this gameplay that was on the standard servers. It looks so much more barren than what I'm experiencing on the EU server right now.
Bears and other generic MMO starting creatures. Oh, there it is. Defeat wolves. I predicted that one perfectly, didn't I?
We have
For such
got
an
some
old
of
game,
those.
there's a decent
Yeah,
amount of
you
detail
can't get away
with the
from that. There's
ground
plenty of go and kill
Looks
stuff.
like I'm in a real meadow. Doesn't look too bad. Another player, Teb of Breeland. He's a role player, isn't he? With a name like that. He's ready to do some big.
That's not his
damage
actual
roleplay.
name. That's
Another
definitely
one,
a title.
Kate Skim of Gondor. There's some serious roleplay about to go on soon. Actual players running around. People do still indeed play this
I wonder
game.
how many people get that misconception. I wonder how many people think that they're people that have made these names accustomed to certain locations within LOTRO. But yeah, no, it is very much a title. It's just a name and a title.
Everyone has these high quality roleplay names like Cat Skim of Gondor, Teb of Breeland, and there's me with some donkey name, Chobbit. My mere existence is breaking immersion for other players in this game. Oh, never mind. I found another donkey name, T-Dog, a fellow pleb. T-Dog and Chobbit, the adventurers that Middle-earth need. Oh, these are some cosmetics that I can buy off the cash shop by the looks of it. And I can change all of the colours as well. 50 Mithril coins. How much does that cost? Out of curiosity.
Oh, he's fallen down the rabbit hole now.
They like to make it very difficult to spend money and actually...
Yeah, like there are some elements of the LOTRO store that allow you to just access it within the game. But yeah, there are certain parts of it that do take you to a web browser. DDO, of course, being run by Standing Stone Games is exactly the same. It's a bit immersion breaking, but it is what it is. It's an older game.
You know how much things cost. So I need to get the gold coins. How do I get the gold coins? Alright, 600 gold coins is €8. And 50 gold coins turns into 5 Mithril coins. Why do you have to make two currencies like that just to make it difficult? So this outfit costs about €8. I'm also noticing a lot of people talking to each other in world chat, which is another sign that people do indeed still play
World
this
chat
game.
is always,
Back into the
typically
forest we
quite
go
busy.
on more adventure.
Although you will get told
the
off
vegetation here
for
is very long.
posting
That's pretty
anything
cool.
other
Running
than
through the
worldly
marsh.
chat in there if you're
Visually, the
looking
game
for a
actually doesn't
fellowship
look
or anything
that
like that.
bad for how old it is. 2007 MMO. People probably considered this as having very good graphics at the time of its release.
Honestly,
Unless
like,
the game
this
didn't-
might be rose-tinted glasses, but like the graphics aren't phenomenal, obviously. But I really don't feel like they fare too badly compared to some of the other games on the market currently. You know, obviously, like I guess with the release of like New World and some of the more modern titles, Black Desert, for example, they really are pushing the boundaries of graphics. But I feel like a lot of games focus more so now on graphics than they do gameplay and overall feel. Lord of the Rings Online does a very, very good job of world building, character building, and just overall immersion with the graphical palette that it's got. And I really do feel like that's quite impressive.
Look like this upon release. They've just updated the graphics over the years. Because it does seem like there's quite a lot of detail.
I feel like there's been a few graphical updates, but nothing.
And the quest over here at this cozy little cottage.
I think they've just brought some of the older regions up to a more current pace.
You can even see the reflections in the water.
The water in the game does look really good. I'll give it that. It really does look quite good.
Nice bit of attention to detail. Looks quite good, actually. I really hope we see more pre-established fantasy IPs release modern MMOs. I'd like to see a true Magic the Gathering MMO, not that terrible free-to-play ARPG monstrosity.
I've never been into it.
I'd love to see a new Lord of the Rings
I had some friends that used to play it
I'd love to
at
see
school, but
a new
I've never been into
MMO, maybe EverQuest 3. They wouldn't even need to be wildly ambitious. You could just make a good, solid...
I do wish I actually experienced Ultimate Online and EverQuest 2, like in its prime. I really do feel like, because LOTRO is an absolute gem of an MMO, and I feel like there's so many others that I've missed out on by just simply not having a PC at that certain time. Like, loads of my friends would talk about it, but I'd always miss out on the opportunity. So I think I'd like to at least go back and kind of experience them.
Theme park. And with a strong IP behind it and nice graphics, it would probably do well. I bloody love forest starting zones in MMOs. I always find them so nostalgic and cozy.
LOTRO does this
You've got
particularly
this one from
well.
Lord of the Rings Online. You've got
really
the
well.
Forest from WoW. I've just got a quest that's going to give me Lord of the Rings Online points, which is like a cash shop currency.
Correct.
Nice that you can earn that in the game. Oh, now I'm looking better.
A lot of people don't actually, sorry to keep pausing this, guys. A lot of people don't realise that you can earn currency in-game just through doing deeds, exploring. If you decide to pay for a VIP subscription, you get 500 LOTRO points per month. And that quickly adds up. One of the biggest, I guess, complaints about the game is the fact that the expansion packs cost so much. But even if you don't save up for them fully, you can still contribute quite a few LOTRO points that have been earned in-game towards them, so it really isn't as bad as some people think.
The quest to get my helm, that's level 6. Class traits. So now I've unlocked the class traits talent tree. Huntsman, Bowmaster, or Trapper of Foes. Okay, lovely. Now we've got to kill some more spiders. It's just what I do.
Yeah, if you struggle with arachnophobia, Lord of the Rings Online is not the game to play. Really is not the game to play.
Nice, yes, I've got mobile abilities now with my talents. Oh, my other attacks can be used on the move now as well. That's good. So the combat of this class has gotten much better now. Yeah, it kind of sucked before because I had to stand still for every ability.
I've never been a fan of static combat skills. Or
well, that's a brutal
I've been a hunter multiple times.
Oh my god, fuck that.
I've always hated the static movements of them.
An item in the mail. Ah, this is going to give us a mount. Look at this noble steed. Beautifully animated. What a majestic creature. Nay, motherfucker. Down the road I go.
mean, I can't defend
Postman
that.
Peon. Looking cool.
There's nothing I can do to defend that.
Level 130.
Isn't that the Minas Morgul armor?
Gear. Very nice.
I'm fairly sure that comes with the Minas Morgul expansion. Because you get a horse, like a decorative horse as well, I think.
Nice view of the Shire. It's quite a big open world map that I'm on right now. Tub of taters. Take some potatoes.
This game does a great job with scaling.
These are the types of zones.
It really does do a great job of making you feel a certain size within the environment as well.
Fields, grass. I don't know why, it's just my favourite type of biome, really. Maybe it's because I'm from the country and I'm a bit of a country boy at heart. It's much nicer now that I can move and attack at the same time. Combat's way more enjoyable. The combat's not as responsive as World of Warcraft, for example, but it's still
He's
not
level
too
8
bad
already,
for an
he's
old
been
game.
grinding.
There isn't really many, if any, tab targeting MMOs that are as responsive as WoW. The zones in this game feel bloody huge. The world must be giant.
I guess this is probably going to be a bit of a hot take because I've never played WoW, probably past level 40-ish, late 40. But the graphical style of it, and I know people are going to go, how the hell can you talk about graphics when you play Lord of the Rings Online? World of Warcraft massively has its own style, which is great for a lot of people, but I just can't seem to get on board with the way that game looks. It doesn't immerse me in any way. It doesn't interest me. I find, obviously, the story is going to be subjective because I feel like you've got to dig for story in a lot of games, but the story doesn't, reach out and grab me, even though I've tried to read some of the bits of script, watch the cutscenes. It just, I don't know. Maybe I'm just the wrong audience for it, but it's never appealed to me.
With 14 years worth of content, return to Needlehole, give Olfar the information, pork sausages and a hammer, just what I needed. I'll take the sausages.
Fucking delicious.
So you've got your standard quests which take place in the open world, then you've got the more climactic story quests which are instanced. Slay the stone
These instance
troll.
quests are actually really
Can I
interesting.
take these mobs on? Oh shit.
Some of them can be quite difficult, especially on the legendary servers when you get the wraiths spawning in now.
Oh,
He's almost dead.
Oh, I'm low.
He's gonna die?
Big damage.
He's gonna die.
Big damage.
He's 100% dead.
Big damage. Oh my god, that was close.
Very,
Probably
very
should try to
fucking
walk
close.
around them. That would have been a better approach. Let's lay down a trap first. Hit him from range. Oh my god.
Oh, he's got the strats. He's pulling out the strats.
That's a desperate.
We'll be watching
fight.
build
Run,
guides next.
Run.
Run.
I don't even know if this is the correct way to go. I don't know. Bit of a challenge though, this one. Not bad. Happy to have a bit of a challenge.
At least if you go too far,
yeah.
you've got
Yeah,
barriers
absolutely
that
need
stop
to be
you from going in the wrong
quite
direction
hunter.
too much.
There it is. Yes, the troll is over here. Stone troll. Decent solo challenge, this quest. Actually surprised. Didn't expect to get any form of challenge so early on into the game.
You'll also get a form of challenge if you accidentally accept the fellowship version of a quest rather than the solo version that you can now pick. So many people do that. I've done it before. You go into an instance, you think, fuck me, why is everything so difficult to kill? Then you realise that you've not selected the solo option and you're doing something that is intended for definitely more people than just you.
Actually, not bad. Just keep kiting. Oh fuck, one of them's an elite. That's why I'm taking so much damage.
Yeah, he's gonna
Oh, my
die.
Buddha.
He's dead here. Yeah, 100%.
Oh, the others are respawning. One was an elite, and then you just fail the quest, bro. And it spawned me in Africa on top of that as well. Brutal. I don't really feel as though there was anything I could have done. It was 5 mobs plus an elite. Come back to that quest later when I'm a higher level, I guess. Fair play. Actual challenging content. I don't know if I was doing something completely wrong there. Guess
some of the quests
way.
and instances definitely catch you off guard in this game, and I think as well he spoke about the traversal there a little bit and kind of where it's popped him back to. One of the biggest hurdles for a lot of people is just getting about this game. I feel like so many people realize there are no flying mounts at the beginning. There's not a massive amount of fast travel, so they just go, "Oh, I'm so tired of running from A to B or just walking about." Until you get used to the stable masters and some of the class traits and some of the class travel traits, it can be a bit of a hurdle, so I can understand why that would piss people off.
Just goes to show how unused to challenge I am in MMOs now. A gift from the North quest is actually recommended for level 10, and I haven't spent any talent points because I'm a donkey.
Yeah, you need to be
this
spending
quest is
those, brother.
doable if I just
You need
was
to
a
be
little bit
spending
more
those.
prepared. Hey, what's happening? Seems I've hit a hive. Bees. Oh, yes, a lot of bees. And now I'm going to kill the bees with my bow and arrow. Not too sure how that's going to work. Angry bear coming in hot. Okay, Yogi's dead. Okay, slaughter the bears. Barrel of pipeweed. We're getting some
He's got the good
marijuana
stuff.
for this dude. My character looks like he's been chugging Red Bull all day. Laser focused. I'm going to go over to Needlehole and see if I can do that quest that I failed before. Because I've got a
never
few
been able
upgrades
to
since then,
get
and I've got
my
some
head
talent.
around the combat class fantasy of a hobbit. Just those two things together. I can't imagine a level 150 like champion hobbit. I don't know, in my mind it just confuses me.
Spent. Looks like the sun's about to go down. Sky's getting a little bit more golden. So this is the lighting of this game. Is it not bad? Really doesn't look too bad for a 2007
Honestly, some of the atmospheric
game, does it?
backdrops in this game are
we try
really,
again with
really
this
nice.
Main quest. Take 2 with the level 10 instance.
You've got
quest.
this.
I'm going to be very disappointed with myself if I fail. This time I'm not almost dying to that random pack of 4 mobs.
I realised this
Okay,
whole
we'll make a
time
quick
my
work on
camera
this
has been
Yeah,
hiding
maybe
peeled. Let me move that out of the way.
spending my talent points has made a difference here. Having no problems whatsoever this time. Just nuke him down quick as possible. Just cut him all the way out. All the way out. Let's pop a potion. Yeah, he's now summoned the ogre. The stone troll smashed his face. And now we need to take on the troll. Okay, he's throwing boulders at me. We've got the damage.
First time that you see
Level
these
up 2 times and
little
learn how
red
to use
portraits,
potions, and this quest
it's
wasn't
quite
that
something. You're like,
difficult.
oh, I'm not really
There
sure
we
I should be able to take this on.
Ego restored. I was feeling a little bit sorry for myself.
You just
after failing
Giga
this
Chad to
quest
level
the
11
first
and just
time.
went and
Talk to
fucked things
Ulthar.
up.
Quest complete. The sun is setting on the Shire. I'm about 3.5 hours in at the moment, and I kind of want to go check out this monster mode that I've recently unlocked.
Oh,
so
God.
let's go check that out.
I can't see this
Monster Play.
ending well.
What is this? Ooh. By Monster Play, does that
I'll
mean
be
I
very
just make an
shocked if
evil
there's
character?
anyone playing this
Like
for him.
Alliance and Horde kind of thing. So you've got 6 different types of
It's a
monster.
really
You've got
cool
the
concept.
Reaver, which is the only type that free players can try. Weaver, you can be a spider, what the fuck? No way. A Black Arrow, wow. War Leader, you can be a wolf. Or a Defiler. Okay, I'm intrigued. What the hell is this mode? So what is this? I'm a level 130 monster. Is this some kind of endgame PvP mode where I just go fight other players, but I play
I
as
bet
the
he walks
monster?
around and there
Kinda
is
looks like it. Looking
no
at this
one there.
map. Seems to have transported me to a castle. Is this actually a PvP mode? Go explore, I suppose. Where do I go? What do I do? I don't know. I'm absolutely miffed. What's this? There's another flagpole here. Control
is literally
point.
no
Monster
one
players
there.
cannot do that. Judging by the fact this is a control point, yeah, this must be some kind of PvP zone. It's interesting. I don't think there's going to be enough people online to really experience
Yeah,
this
I
concept, though.
really did
I'm
think
not
as
seeing
much.
Any other monster players running around? Whatever it is, though, seems intriguing. Let's go back to Chobbits and see if we can do a dungeon.
I figured
I've
he would
unlocked the
bail on that
instance
fairly
finder, and
quickly.
There's a few things I can do that are already unlocked. A War for Gondor. This is scaled from levels 10 to 100. Oh, I see. These are other people advertising their groups. Can I join this guy? Let's try. Okay, so I've joined someone's group. I've been scaled to level 100. I've got 7,000 health. This is a little bit tedious to do alone, honestly. It's taking me forever just to kill one bloody grapple. It's not too difficult for me to imagine what multiplayer dungeons are like in this game, so I guess it would be a good time to wrap up this first
I
impressions.
figured.
So after
I figured it was
revisiting
getting
Lord
to
of
a
the
point
Rings
there he was gonna
Online in
call it.
2021 for a bit, my thoughts are as follows. For a 2007 game, the visuals aren't that bad.
Yes,
the water
thank
and
you.
vegetation density
Let me move
actually
this back
look
now,
quite
guys.
nice in places. The game has high quality voice acting, the zones are very large, and despite having some instancing, it does feel like an open world game. There's a decent variety
It's
of
very, very open world. That's one of the biggest things that I struggle to get my head around in most other MMOs, bar maybe WoW. For the time that I've played WoW, is the fact that a lot of MMOs now are separated by instances, by loading screens, and it just rips you out of that immersion. Whereas LOTRO, it is pretty much what you can see is where you can travel. If you can envision something in front of you, you can go and touch it. You can walk for hours, you can ride for days, and I really do think it does that very well.
classes and races, with each race having its own starter zone and story. There's a monster play mode, which is pretty cool. People still play the game even in 2021.
They do.
It's free
Very
to
popular
play,
right now.
and it's a nice nostalgia invoking traditional MMORPG if that's what you're looking for. There's a few races and classes that you need to pay to unlock, which I always find annoying. For the entire duration of this video, I was unable to speak in world chat to ask simple questions.
I assume
This is
because he was on a
off-putting
free
for
account.
potential new players. I found the world map to be very awkward to use when
This I can
navigating the
completely agree
Shire,
with. The world map, as beautiful as it is fucking useless for the most
as
part.
the zone is huge and the map has no zoom in functionality.
It does
This
not.
combined with the faint icons made it difficult to see where I needed to go for quests inside towns. And some of the UI menus are just old, outdated and awkward to use.
Yeah, I
and
can't
navigate.
defend that.
The auction house specifically. Overall, as far as traditional nostalgic tab targeting MMORPGs go, I'd say Lord of the Rings Online is still a decent game to check out. Population wise, you're unlikely to find a large active guild, but you'll get some enjoyment running around the zones, listening to the story, and immersing yourself in the world. People do still play this game, so you'll be able to chat and find some groups for dungeons, and the game also has a few other cool features, such as player housing, that I didn't get around to checking out in this video. I just hope that one day we get to see a modern MMORPG from the Lord of the Rings IP, similar
I pretty much, for the most part, completely agree with all that. The only thing that I would say, obviously, with the news of the Amazon MMO that's been spoken about, that's been put off, that's happening, that's not happening, my only real worry is, I guess, it may not be a Rings of Power situation, but it worries me what it might fail to achieve whilst trying to better what LOTRO has done in the past. But for the most part, for what you said there, yeah, he's absolutely correct. People are still playing it. If you want something that is, I wouldn't say necessarily just nostalgic. I feel like nostalgia sometimes is a word that people use to kind of just blanket a feeling about a game. It is very, very lore heavy. It's very true to the books. It's true to Tolkien. It's very much, if you're a fan of Lord of the Rings and that franchise, and I think categorically you'll look past a lot of the flaws of the game and you'll really enjoy it. But it was really cool to see someone else's take on the game as well. If you guys did enjoy this sort of content, do leave a like, subscribe. If you want me to check out more videos like this, then do leave any comments or links down below. For the time being, though, I've been me, you've been you, and thank you for watching.